Hello again and welcome back to the channel. Today I have another review for you. This time it is Super 7's G.I. Joe reaction figures, and this is Wave 7. As soon as I saw this wave go up, I ordered it straight away. I really like the look of this wave. Some great figures here, almost a completely new roster of characters with one exception. I did pay the full $110 US for it. They are still available on Super 7's web store, so if you're interested, don't delay. They probably won't last very long. Shipping was around $15, $20, something like that, but it was super fast. It got to me in probably under 6 business days, so I was very, very pleased with that. I do think that these figures are slightly overpriced for what they are, and I did note that some of the figures on Pop Culture have gone up around $5 Australian, so a bit disappointing. Really, we should see them come down a touch, but regardless, here they are, Wave 7, and it incorporates 3 Joes and 3 Cobras. Starting off with the Joes, we have the awesome looking General Hawk. As soon as I pulled him out of the box, I could see that they've put a lot of effort into the sculpt here, a lot of effort into General Hawk, as they should. On the back, quite light here with a cross out, only 6 figures in this line, so a bit unusual. Normally we get, I think Tiger Force and Python Patrol, that was 8 figures, that was the last wave, but prior to that we were seeing waves with 10, 12 figures in some cases, so quite a light wave, but as I said, some good characters. We also get a generic looking G.I. Joe pilot, pretty cool looking figure. Now this guy is just a generic pilot, so I'm pretty sure that Super 7 will probably give us some repaints here and there. And we also have an old favourite, so Barbecue. This is a cool looking figure. What's not to like about Barbecue? You get exactly what you expect. Straightforward looking firefighter. Well, to me, he looks more like a robot. I do have a couple of these in the 25th anniversary line, and I've also got at least 2 in the classified line. Now I have one in the reaction line. Won't be long before I get one in Super 7's Ultimates line, and you know what, I welcome it. He's a cool looking figure. And then moving on to the Cobras, this is the awesome looking Buzzer. I was really pleased when I saw that we were getting Buzzer. Such a cool looking figure. The first Dreadnought, but hopefully not the last. Wouldn't mind a Road Pig, it's a pretty cool figure too. We're also getting him in the classified line. And then Crimson Guard. This was no surprise to Crimson Guard. Super 7 are releasing a Crimson Guard in the Ultimates. I think it's Wave 5. Saw some pictures of that and he looks pretty cool, so it makes sense that we get him here. Again, might get some repaints of the Crimson Guard. And then finally, this is the only one which is a little bit disappointing. He looks cool, but it would have been nice to have another unique character. Then this entire wave would have been unique characters. But as it stands, we got another Cobra Commander. Now, unfortunately, I'm not too clued up with the old animated TV show, so I don't understand the Funhouse robot reference. If you do, please let me know in the comments. He does look pretty decent, but I'm kind of over getting Cobra Commanders. I think I have at least 6 different versions of Cobra Commander in the reactions line now. So yeah, pretty disappointing, but that is what it is. Anyway, let's open them all up and take a closer look. Okay, so here they are out of the packaging with all of their accessories. And when it comes to winner for most accessories, that's got to go to the Crimson Guard. He comes with 2 accessories. Everybody else just comes with 1. So let's start off with him. So the Crimson Guard, he comes with his iconic backpack that we're also used to. If you've picked up any Crimson Guard, you'll know that this backpack is just by default. That just pegs right into his back. And then he also comes with his rifle, complete with the bayonet at the end. Shame that we don't get a sword for him, but what do you expect? It's reaction. And then there we go. So closer look at the figure. Nice paintwork. I really like the matte finish on the reaction line. It's a little bit unsightly there. Super 7 Vietnam 2023 Hasbro. Maybe pop that somewhere else. Put it on the bottom of the boot or something anyway. Bloody hell, look how much room it takes up. It's got a cheeky little gun sculpted there on the side. yeah, he's pretty cool. And then let's have a look at this weirdo. Now this is weird. I should have done my research on this guy. What does it say on the back of the packaging here? Let's have a quick read of this. Oh, okay, right. Okay, I'm sure someone will probably correct me in the comments, but so this is one of many Cobra Commander robots. Yeah, so I guess you could get a whole bunch of these. He just comes with one accessory. Just this straightforward pistol. One thing I found about the Reaction line, and in fact the Ultimates line, if you're not careful, you can easily scratch the paintwork by putting the accessories in. It's more predominant with the Reaction figures. The Ultimates, they tend to be improving the hands, a little bit softer hands, so you can get the accessories in, but it is a problem with these Reaction figures. This one's quite stiff too. Fresh from the factory. Okay, there we are. And then Buzzer. Oh, he looks so cool. The matte finish just really works. Again, maybe they all have that, but it looks like, couldn't you just put that somewhere? Anyway, regardless. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. Ponytail is, does it come out? Don't want to pull that. It looks like it's pegged in. And then here we go. His iconic chainsaw. Let's just see if we can. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You've got to be really careful getting these in. You don't want to damage the paintwork. Sometimes it's just how it is. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's a bit disappointing. Some of these characters, Baroness is really bad for it. The gun is so long that you can't actually get them to stand up. You've got to have it sort of pushed out a little bit. You can get these really cool stands if, like me, you just want to waste more money. They are specifically designed for the Super 7 Reaction figures. You get 10 in a pack, and you get 9 clear, and then 1 random coloured. I think they're doing this, get all the colours sort of thing. I bought a pack of I think 3, and it came in a box of 3, and all 3 had I think these red ones. Anyway, they are pretty good. Some of the figures, mainly the female characters with the high heels, doesn't really work, but yeah. And you can actually sort of lock them in, not lock them in, but you know, do like a hexagonal beehive type thing. Anyway. And then next up, General Hawk. They did a great job with him. He looks really cool. And I wasn't sure about the helmet, but it does come off, which was a nice touch. He just comes with this pistol. And I think the pilot, yeah, the pilot and General Hawk have identical pistols. You just pop that. There you go. My General Hawk is a lefty. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the simplicity of these figures. I know they're not for everyone, but I do like the simplicity. In fact, I think when I posted my other video on the Reaction line, someone put in the comments, they're garbage or some shit like that. Just relax. If you don't want them, don't get them. The pilot is also pretty cool looking, quite straightforward. It does have this articulated visor. That looks like it might take some damage if you're not careful. And again, let's make him a lefty. There we go. Oh, I bent it. Yeah, he's nice looking. Doing a great job here. For what they are, you know, they're just very simplistic. This is the only thing that annoys me, is because they're so simplistic. I think the price should be a little bit cheaper. You know, $20 I think is probably the sweet spot. 20 Australian dollars is probably the sweet spot. But now these are like $35 on Pop Culture. I haven't seen any other distributor sell them, so unfortunately, unless you go straight to Super 7 like I have, you're gonna have to pay those prices. And then finally, Barbecue. So this is a cool figure. Super simplistic, but it just works. And he comes with his iconic backpack hose and extinguisher. So just peg straight into the back. And then one of the nifty things about this figure, you can actually get the extinguisher into the holster on his leg. And the hose is quite flexible, so you can actually get him to hold it too. There we go. Really had to force that. But there you go. It looks pretty cool. And there they are, Wave 7. Okay, so my final thoughts on Super 7's G.I. Joe Reactions Wave 7. This is a real solid wave, some great characters here, even the inclusion of that Funhouse Cobra Commander. Now that I know the backstory and I've had him in hand, a little bit more excusable. But unfortunately, what isn't excusable is the price tag. It is just too high. I think $15 US, 20, 25 Australian dollars is the sweet spot that I'd be comfortable to pay, but they are just hiking those prices here in Australia. I think $35 to $40 is now the average price, and it's just way too high. If it gets any higher, I'm going to have to tap out, which is a real shame because I've enjoyed collecting these figures. Unfortunately, I have had to cherry pick which I want because I can't really afford to go all in on this line. Plus, I am collecting the Ultimates, so Super 7 are getting enough coin out of me as it is. I can recommend these figures, however, because they are really cool. They really have something about them, some real charm, and the intrigue to see what characters come out next. I think that's what grasps me. I see these emails, I see a new line of figures, and I just think, yeah, I'll get them. But to be honest, I really don't think that they are worth the money. They are cool, but I think Super 7 just need to adjust that price. So that about wraps up this review. I certainly hope that you've enjoyed it, and if you have, give the video a like, and please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel and it helps me produce more content just like this. So until next time, take care.